Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Nicholas Jackson. You guys are going to get one hell of a beating. Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. I am still on the high of what's happened this week. An unbeaten week for Manchester United, moving up one place in the table without even playing. Ruud van Nistelrooy ball in full effect at Old Trafford. 5 goals in our last game. It is full on positive mode at United right now, but that can come crashing right back down to earth with a real challenge. And I am not kidding myself as to what is in front of Manchester United and Ruud today. Chelsea, I'm not going to say they're flying, but I feel like they should be. I actually rate Chelsea very highly, and this is going to be a tough old game. They haven't won it, I don't think, in about 10 years or something. Nearly a decade since Chelsea last beat United at Old Trafford. And today, you know what? Even a draw, a lot of people and a lot of United fans will say is a very, very positive result. It is your it's your road trip. My God, I'm getting carried away with myself here. I'm going to be talking about the game and what I watched later on. But yeah, this is your road trip. Make sure that you are tuned in for later on. We are going to be talking to loads of fans outside of Old Trafford. Some Chelsea fans as well. We're mixing it up today. This is your road trip heading in. I'm just ready to pick Alfie up now. We're heading into the game. Make sure that you tune into the matchday vlog as well afterwards. That'll be on later or probably even tomorrow, the full day, and what we get up to and what happens on a match day here on Forever United TV behind the scenes. But the game itself, what have we got in store? Well, it's not the unknown. We know what's coming. This team are nowhere near prepared for a Chelsea team that is flying, I feel, right now. Even when they've been beaten, they have been good. The players that they've got on the pitch are in form. Cole Palmer, ridiculously good player. Nicholas Jackson actually scoring goals, as well as the other good work that he was doing last season. Everyone is flying at Chelsea right now, and they are riding a bit of a crest. They can go well and truly into that top 4 with a win here today. They know what's in front. This is probably, when you look at this, and this is going to be a bit of a controversial opinion, but this game today for Chelsea is actually bigger than it is for Manchester United. And I'll tell you why. United right now, we're expecting the Ruben Amorim effect. It's not here, he's not here. We don't get until the 11th of November, and we don't know what's going to happen. Does Ruud van Nistelrooy get a pass simply because he's a club legend? No one's expecting much. This is still Ten Hag's team. This is still effectively Ten Hag football, because this is what Ruud has been teaching these players, and he isn't going to turn them around in a week's worth of training, is he? Let's be honest. We know who these players are. We know what they're capable of, but we know what their attitude is like at times as well. I expect a bit of a bounce from this United team and them to actually start turning up and playing, but you know our limitations right now, and it takes us time. It takes any team time to actually find their feet and get form again and build confidence right back up there. I think Chelsea are there right now. They would go up into any game in European football right now and feel competitive. And that's why I say this is different and why it is a bigger game for Chelsea today. They're coming here to expect a win. They're coming here to win for, like I said, their first time in God knows how many years, to go well and truly into that top 4 and plant themselves firmly, I feel, in a title race. This is how big a game this is for Chelsea today. I'm not just bigging this up, trying to just play reverse psychology and United go out and beat them. I expect United to be competitive. United should beat everyone who comes into Old Trafford. And on our day, we've seen it last season, even in the pits of despair that was that shower of shite that we were watching last season in the Premier League under Ten Hag. We could beat anyone on our day. It's there for everyone to see what this United team can do. But for Chelsea, I feel like their fans are expecting today. Their fans feel like this is their time and their turnaround. Maresca has turned this team around. They have got a huge squad, rested loads of players in the week. Yes, they went out to Newcastle in the League Cup. Are they bothered? No. When you're chasing top 4, when you're challenging like Chelsea are right now, and you look at Man City, look at their squad right now, and this is how significant this is. And again, I'm not blowing smoke up Chelsea's arse here one bit. I'm being totally honest with how I see this picture now. No one's convinced with Liverpool yet, even though they are absolutely killing it in the league. I don't understand that at all. Liverpool are title challengers. You don't listen to people like Paul Mason talking absolute garbage about Liverpool. They're better than Arsenal at the moment, and they're clearly better than Man City, because they're top of the league. There's 10 games gone. You've got to take that table seriously. You're pretty much nearly coming up to a third of the way through the season. They're challengers. Simple as. Arsenal have fallen away. Look at City. This is what I wanted to make the point about. City are actually falling away a little bit because of their squad depth right now. Believe it or not. Crazy as that sounds, Chelsea, I feel, have got that squad and a squad of quality players. I reckon they're missing that key banging top striker, but Nicholas Jackson has turned up this season, which is why they are where they are. They were doing exactly the same things they were last season under Poch for me. He had a great end to the season with Chelsea. Maresca's just continued it on, but he's got a little bit more. Nicholas Jackson's a bit more experienced. He started to score goals, take chances as well as the other work that he's doing. Enzo's on the bench for bleeding Lavia last week when they beat Newcastle in the league. There are players keeping players out of this squad right now that should be in that team. And Kunku on the bench because of Nicholas Jackson. Like I said, Enzo Fernandez on the bench because of Lavia. They've got depth. They've got serious depth. Do I need to go into João Felix on the bench as Chelsea are beating Newcastle? I'm going 1 point behind top four. Again, a win today. This is the next step for Chelsea. United need to be prepared that this is probably going to be one of our toughest games at Old Trafford this season. You've had the Liverpool game, you've had the Spurs game, you've had all of that nightmare that was. This is just as hard. Don't expect today to get this big Ruud van Nistelrooy bounce and everything be honky-dory at Old Trafford because Ten Hag has gone. It's not. When managers leave, it's great. There is that balance, but don't expect players to actually start figuring out how to play better or a system that's going to work instantly. There is an upbeat in confidence. There's an upbeat in something new coming, but that can only take you so far. When you come up against a quality outfit, which I think Chelsea are, then you are now looking at the real test. That's what it is for Van Nistelrooy today, the proper game. The first real game. Like Leicester, B-string Leicester, even they scored 2 goals against us, for God's sake. They didn't even have Vardy on the bleeding pitch. Mama Vidi didn't come on until the second half, for God's sake. And they still scored 2 goals against us. And that's with the same back four and the double pivot, which I think he's going to play today with Agati and Casemiro, and the usual back four that we all know is going to be Mazraoui, Dalot, De Ligt and Martinez. So, yeah, the warning signs were there in the week. We're nowhere near ready for a challenge like Chelsea. Can we adapt? Can we be solid? Can we change our play? We have to accept that Chelsea are the better side. They're going to have possession. We're going to play deep. We're going to have to go over the top and try and beat them on the break. The problem you've got is that Chelsea have got a very fit and, what's the right word to use, nimble, mobile back four. They're no slouches. I mean, Reece James is back from injury. Wesley Fofana's back from injury. I mean, you've got Colwell in there as well. Cucurella, who won the European Championships, on the bench as well. Like, come on. Seriously, how much depth does one team need? It's Chelsea. We laugh it off because they haven't won for so long. On paper, the reality is this is a very tough game and Chelsea expect to win it. I'm telling you right now, they should be favourites going into this game today. They are the better team and playing better football and in a better place than United, like I've just described. But United can win this game. We can win this game because we can be solid. We can play to our strengths right now, which is having the experience of Ugarte and Casemiro in front of that back four of Martinez and De Ligt. You've got Mazraoui and Dalot there who need to be very focused and switched on and disciplined in position today. And then you've got Casemiro who will send that ball over the top for a Garnacho, a Højlund and a Rashford. We have to play counter-attacking football. I don't think we can take the game to Chelsea. If we go toe-to-toe with Chelsea today, game over. I think they will tear us apart. I said it a minute ago. Leicester scored goals against us and found chances against us. We can't keep relying on Andre Onana making save after save after save. We need to be solid and limit the chances, frustrate Chelsea, then break on them and just play to what we've got. We're not going to get fast-flowing, attacking United football yet. We have to accept it. Right now, stay relevant, stay in the points. Let's try and get up to maybe mid-table. Not asking much, are we? For God's sake, get a win against Chelsea today. It changes our season. That's the big point in all of this. It is massive for Chelsea. It's big for United. I think this is a bonus for United, though. Chelsea, I think, go into this favourites, like I said, and I think that they will be expecting to come away with the result today. If United upset the apple cart and really give the team that big boost going into hammering ball in a couple of weeks, I think we'll beat Leicester on at weekend as well. We'll beat PAOK, and if Van Nistelrooy can get through these 4 games with 4 wins, then you're really talking that Manchester United are turning the season around, because the boost that we will get off the international break and coming back and playing Ipswich in the first game against for Amorim, then I think this is the moment. It really is. But this is the biggest game right now for United. Chelsea at home. It's always been a big game anyway, but it's lost its bite because of how crap both sides have been over the last few years. But I feel like today is massive. Massive for both teams. More so Chelsea, and I'm sticking to that. I think Chelsea should be looking at this and saying that they need to win this today. There's no better time to come and play Manchester United. Don't care about the atmosphere, rude and the bounce. There's no better chance. Maresca knows it. He knows that he has to win today. This is a big moment for them, and he will be going out to take United down and expecting to come away with the 3 points. Let me know what you think. Get your teams in below. That was my team. That was my prediction. In terms of the score, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I think United will hold out and get a draw. I just think it's the two colliding. The expectation level of Chelsea and them playing better against a bit of a bounce and atmosphere of Old Trafford and United. Bang, hitting in the middle. The immovable force with the unstoppable object with the immovable force. Is that the right way to go? I don't even know. But you know what I mean. Clash in the middle. It is a draw. And that's what's happening. This is your road trip. I'm on my way to Old Trafford. I'll see you after the game. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you have give the video a like. And make sure you get watching that content later. See if I'm anywhere near right in this one.